released in the murder of a former UNLV medical student. Those details ahead. The Vegas Golden Knights looking ahead to Game 2 of the Stanley Cup playoffs, what the team had to say after the loss in Game 1. And the Oakland Athletics looking more like the Las Vegas Athletics. We tell you why here on Studio G.
Now, news that matters to you on campus and beyond. Live. You're watching Studio G.
Welcome back to Studio G. My name is Isaiah Camel. Our top story follows a newly released arrest report from the death of a recent UNLV medical school graduate. There is a recent update in the case with a recent UNLV grad, Dr. Gwendolyn Esmeralda, who was allegedly murdered by her husband, Shiva Gummy, after he tried to kill, then called 911 and told the dispatcher that he wanted to die. And when the operator asked if his wife could provide help, he said that she was dead. Gummy was being charged with a deadly weapon. Dr. Esmeralda's family put up a GoFundMe that has raised $29,000. A ceremony for Dr. Esmeralda is planned to take place next week in Reno. One person is dead after a multi-vehicle crash at the airport connector. It was a 3-vehicle crash that was reported at 5:45 this morning. One car rolled over, according to Metro Police. Both directions of Paradise are closed for the response and investigation. There is no estimated time for when the road will reopen. Previously, we have talked about the Marjorie Barrick Museum on the show. What you might not know is that there are a variety of galleries all throughout campus showcasing all different forms of arts. Like our beautiful and diverse campus, these art pieces showcase the culture of all forms of art and bring new perspectives to appreciate. To find out more about these galleries, please visit UNLV.edu. The National Association of Broadcasters Convention was in town this past week to celebrate 100 years of innovation. The convention ran through this past Sunday to Wednesday. Companies from all over the world came by to endorse their media-driven products. Sony, Adobe, and Blackmagic were all in attendance. Cinema cameras, audio, and video control boards were some of the main items that were marketed this week. NAB will be back for their annual show in April next year. A family-owned grilled restaurant is going to be recognized by the city of Las Vegas as an historical property. Ashanti Johnson brings us to the story.
The city of Las Vegas is adding John Mule's Meats and Roadkill Grill onto their historical property registry. We interviewed the head chef here at the Roadkill, as well as getting some background about its history.
This particular location was built in 1943. It got its first business license in 1951. From that point forward, it was a slaughterhouse until about 1996, and from that point, it became a little bit of everything, a barbecue joint, retail market. It's kind of evolved over the course of time. As the city grows, it's evolving. For this to be recognized as a historical site is quite an honor, actually, for the simple fact that when it was first built and was first established, I guess, it was nothing but deserts. Vegas was really young, it was really small. So for it to evolve to the point that it's at now and to be recognized as a historic site, it's phenomenal. And it's quite a congratulatory to the past people that actually started this business. My grandfather, my uncle, my dad.
Today, they will be holding the official event to celebrate being inducted into the Historical Property Registry.
The City Council will give us the basically commemorative award. They'll recognize us in front of their peers, in front of our peers. So it'll be a nice celebration. We'll have food. We'll make it into a party, a festival.
If you would like to try their food, they are located on Tom and Gowan near Decatur. And to order ahead, please visit their website, johnmulesmeatscompany.com. Reporting for Studio G, I am Ashanti Johnson.
Today being the 20th of April is an unofficial holiday for those who partake in the use of cannabis, or commonly known as potheads. 420 has been used as slang for the use of marijuana since the 70s and has a long list of theories to its origins. But the most likely origin goes back to 5 high school students in California who began a tradition of smoking marijuana together at the time of 420, which was the time that their extracurricular activities were over. Being illegal in those days, this time stuck with the students, and 420 became a code word for smoking marijuana. Years later, one of the students began work as a roadie for the band The Grateful Dead. The code was shared through the band and its fan base, spreading across the world to what we know it as today. Being legal in Nevada, 420 is becoming much more popular in our state and is celebrated by many.
And now, this is Studio G weather.
Happy Thursday. Today we have a chilly one, but that is going to heat up as we get further into the day with a wind speed up to 12 miles per hour, which is much calmer than we saw on Tuesday, as Tuesday had a wind speed up to 40 miles per hour and a wind advisory was in effect. But like I said, today it's going to be cool, clear skies, not a lot of clouds, not a lot of wind. It's great. The only thing is that Vegas has been ranked the fastest heating state in the United States for a few years now, which just means that the temperature can go from 0 to 100 fast, vice versa. We're in the desert, there's not much to absorb, but just be wary of that wherever you go. Now for our evening planner, we are getting up into the mid 70s. It's going to be a cooler day, and then as we head into 12 a.m. the next morning, it's going to be 58 degrees, but it is going to be the high of 84 degrees tomorrow, so it will be a chilly morning, but the afternoon will be heat and rise. Now for our 7-day forecast, we finally have temperatures that are staying in the 80s. For the first week in a while, we have all 7 days in the mid to high 80s, so seems like spring weather is here to stay. Maybe summer weather is going to be coming too, but pretty sure we're not in a rush for that. But that's all we have for your 7-day forecast and your weather. Back to you at the desk.
Thank you, Jade. A new saga in the Oakland Athletic Stadium battle was announced last night, as the A's are unable to build a new ballpark in the Bay Area. The team signing a binding deal to build a $1 billion, 30 to 35,000 seat ballpark 1 mile north of Allegiant Stadium. The site formerly hosted the Wild Wild West before that building was torn down, and also a candidate for Allegiant Stadium prior to the Raiders' relocation. A's president Dave Kaval said he hopes to break ground next year and be in the stadium by 2027. The Vegas Golden Knights hit the ice tonight at T-Mobile Arena for Game 2 of the Stanley Cup playoffs against the Winnipeg Jets. They come into Game 2 off of a stinker of Game 1, losing 5-1. Adam Lowry of the Jets buried 2 goals in the victory, with Pierre-Luc Dubois potting one of his own on top of that. William Karlsson scored the lone goal for Vegas in Game 1. The VGK hit the ice for a practice yesterday, and after having a day to sleep on the loss and unpack the game, here's what they had to say.
I think we got a bit away from it with our rush reads, gave up some goals. We got burnt on a line change there. We're a little late. Puck management, we've talked about that all year. That needs to be better in those situations. So take care of that part of it to get back to where we are, and then not the adjustment, but against Winnipeg, you got to get inside. Hellebuck's a good goaltender, but when rebounds start happening, everyone kind of averages out, so we got to make sure we're willing to do that.
Just need a bounce back game. I think it wasn't the performance any of us wanted, but it's one game, it's a long series, so kind of wipe the slate clean and make sure we bring our best effort next game.
I mean, there's no message necessarily needs to be thrown. You got to know what you got to do out there, and I think yesterday we didn't have 20 guys that wanted to compete, and that it showed in our game. And I think to be a good team in a playoff, you need everybody, and we got to be able to just play in our game. Don't play at their level. Play at our level. We're one of the best team in the West for the whole year just because we played our game. And but yeah, I'm excited to see our group tomorrow.
Game 2 drops the puck tonight at 7 p.m. Community outreach is always a point of emphasis for law enforcement, which was evident Tuesday on campus with the University Police. Patrina Allen has a story.
The University Police hosted their Pizza with Police event on Tuesday, April 18th in the PETA Plaza. I spoke with University Police Sergeant Javier Hernandez, who has been with the university for over 20 years. He talks about the importance of events like this and how it brings the campus together.
Police is one, you get to know us. Uh, we like making friends with the community so that they see us and we're not unknown people to them first.
You want some pizza?
Anybody that comes to visit us here at the university, we'll let them know that we're here and we're friendly and we're approachable.
You want to take that slice there?
The University Police works to ensure the safety of campus goers, and Pizza with Police works to remind everyone the campus is safe, and the University Police is also open to any of your concerns. There is no requirement or incentive to get a free slice of pizza, and it's open to all students and faculty, and the University Police is eager for you to come and chomp down with them.
I mean, everyone loves pizza, so it's kind of just an easy way for us to just come out and get to know everybody.
Pizza with Police is a great hit amongst the campus as it brings us together as an easy way to address any concerns, eat great pizza, and make new friends. Now, although they ran out of pizza and closed up early, University Police is always there as the protection of our future, and for extra safety, you can always download their app, Rebel Safe, for any safety concerns.
Thank you, Katrina, and thank you all for tuning in. Stick with us next Tuesday at noon. Have a good rest of your day.